It's been 5 years since Peppa Pig's original adventures wrapped up, but at the heart of the countryside, things are more lively and more high-tech than ever. Peppa, now a full-grown pig with a penchant for gadgets, still lives in that iconic hilltop house. There are new roads in and out, a solar array glinting on the roof, and, of course, fast Wi-Fi beaming out into the rolling green. But today, the sun isn't glinting so much as it is pulsing, lights flashing, sounds muffling, because the living room has been transformed. The famed duo of Peppa and her brother George, older now and very much partners in adult mischief, have been quietly preparing for months, aided by their ever-doting parents, Mummy and Daddy Pig. That's where the story picks up. It's 2025. At the heart of the Pig family's latest project sits the brand new, high-tech puzzle game room. This dazzling chamber didn't always exist.
It was.
Why build it? Well, it started innocently enough. Peppa, ever the competitor, and George, armed with an engineer's curiosity, wanted a challenge. They were tired of the usual table tennis tournaments and the occasional virtual quiz night. They wanted something new, something that would stretch their problem-solving skills, pull in friends, and make for an evening nobody would easily forget. Which is exactly what happened. The day of the grand opening arrived. Invitations had flown out. Susie Sheep, a coder these days, always glued to her smartwatch, Danny Dog, fitness guru, competitive as ever. Pedro Pony, the brains behind a local tech startup, and of course, Emily Elephant, who everyone knew could recall solutions to puzzles nobody could even remember having tried. One by one, the group filed into the high-tech puzzle game room. They stopped in their tracks just inside the door. The walls shifted and shimmered with shifting color blocks. On the far wall, a display flickered to life. Welcome to the high-tech puzzle game room. Challenge level, extreme. Daddy Pig, master of ceremonies, stepped up to the tablet at the side and gave the group a grin. You have 2 hours, he declared, to solve the room and unlock the door. Clue: nothing is as it seems. Good luck. And with that, the countdown began. Immediately, each guest fell into their natural roles. Peppa took the lead, scanning the room for obvious clues. A plastic vase? No, the bottom was magnetic. A clock? Not ticking. The hands spun crazily, occasionally pausing on a number with a faint buzz. There were sections of the wall that bulged with odd panels, some marked with cryptic icons, others flush and featureless. George drifted to the corner, pulling up a set of wires protruding from a box labeled Reboot Me. He grinned. Bypassing puzzles was always more fun, but this time, he wanted to play it fair. Susie Sheep whipped out her smartwatch, noting that the room's Wi-Fi had dropped the moment the door closed. Classic move, she muttered, but started scanning anyway, looking for hidden Bluetooth signals. The screen lit up, 4 faint devices, all named variants of Oink. She chuckled, glancing at Peppa. You're not subtle, she called out. Pedro Pony poked at a set of buttons on a sliding panel. Every combination just made the lights flicker in slightly different patterns. He started cataloging the sequences, scribbling them on an erasable board that had materialized from a hidden slot. Danny Dog did what he always did, check the ceiling for hidden cameras. Meanwhile, Emily Elephant pressed her ear to one of the wall panels. Something's humming inside, she said. Maybe a motor? Maybe a timer? Nobody disagreed. The puzzles revealed themselves slowly. Step 1. Arranging geometric tiles into a grid, except the grid was magnetic and the tiles had to be placed in a strict color sequence before a faint click was heard, and a panel slid open to reveal a tiny printed circuit board marked with Morse code. Susie, brushing off the dust of an unused high school hobby, translated it. Red button, it read. Quickly, Peppa scanned the room. No red button, but the word red flashed on a small display next to the magnetic clock. Emily, thinking out loud, suggested spinning the clock hands so that the hour and minute hands made a perfect right angle, matching the icon above the red display. It worked. A hidden compartment opened, and inside, a red button. George pressed it, of course. The lights immediately dimmed and the wall flipped, revealing a digital maze. On the display, guide that. 3 chances. Pedro stepped up. His startup specialized in touch screens, so he was in his element. The touch interface required guiding a digital avatar, a smiling little pig, through a maze filled with false shortcuts and collapsing paths. They failed the first 2 tries. On the third, with everyone shouting directional suggestions, Pedro just barely nudged the avatar to the finish line. A fresh click. The wall rotated again, now offering up a small physical puzzle, a blend of combination lock and sliding block. Danny and George both tried their luck, but it was Susie who noticed that the buttons clicked at different tones, forming the opening notes to the Peppa Pig theme song. She recreated the melody. The puzzle unlocked, and with a chime, a laser grid, yes, really, swept across the middle of the floor.